Hi, welcome to another episode of Simply Sauce with Chef Mel. Today I'm going to show you some great appetizers. Easy too, because that's my thing. I'm going to show you first how to make a goat cheese bake. So if anybody likes goat cheese, let me tell you how good it is with Chef Mel's pasta sauce. Now, granted, you can use any sauce you want, but the tanginess of this cheese and the sweetness of my sauce is like a marriage made in heaven. And let me show you just how easy this is. So I took the log of goat cheese and I'm just cutting it to kind of thin it out a little bit. And you can, it depends on how big you want, but this is an 8-ounce log. And I just opened this for another little appetizer, and I'm gonna pour the rest of this over the cheese. All right, so plenty of sauce, plenty of cheese, and that's gonna cook in the oven for, I don't even know, I think about 15 minutes tops. You basically want that cheese to get a little bit of a golden brown on top, but really you just want that cheese to be nice and soft and with the sauce. And then I'm gonna show you in just a minute what we're gonna dip this with. We'll be right back. Okay, so the goat cheese bake is about 10 to 12 minutes at 350. So we put that in, and then we're gonna do this bread, and I need just kind of a drizzle. Okay, so I'm gonna go back and forth, just a light drizzle of olive oil. And it's okay to spill a little bit on the pan, because then you're just gonna do this. Okay? Toss them around a little bit. They each have a little bit on. You don't want it to be overwhelmed because it's too much. Just a little light taste of that olive oil in there. Okay, and then I just take a little bit of garlic powder, sprinkle it over the top. If you want to add anything else, you can add some, well, whatever seasonings you want, something spicy. I just recommend keeping it simple though, because just a little bit of garlic and olive oil is perfect, because then you're going to get those flavors of the goat cheese and the sweet sauce. All right, I'm gonna put this in and we'll be right back again. All right, so now we've got the crostinis and the baked goat cheese going. We're gonna make the appetizer fried zucchini. So I've made fried zucchini for years. My mom taught me, my grandmother made it, my aunt made it. So I was inspired to try something a little bit different. So I'm doing that with you guys today. So I've taken the zucchini, washed it, and cut it long ways, like this, okay? So this is 2-3 zucchinis here, all cut up. What I'm gonna do is make a batter. I'm gonna start with a club soda, and the bubbly is essential. Flour, recipes on the website, cornstarch. I'll have this all measured out ahead of time. Then we've got salt, pepper, onion powder. All right, so that's all done. And then we're gonna mix this up kind of like a pancake batter. And I think the recipe says it should be kind of a thin pancake batter. There's so many different ways to make this dish. I've had it in, where you cut it in slices, so you have coins. Some people like it cut thicker, some people like it cut thinner. And then I was out at a restaurant one time and I had it like this. I've kind of modeled my recipe a little similar to this. All right. Okay, so I misread my own recipe, guys. It's a thick pancake batter. So I just added another half a cup of flour, and I will modify that recipe. So actually you won't even know, well, only because I told you that I'm gonna modify it. But the correct recipe is online. Okay, so this is the batter. That looks great. That's the consistency. Perfect, okay. So now we're just gonna move this out of the way. We've got the oil going. Yep, it's going. You guys know how to check the oil, right? Just take something wet, not ready yet. It'll come back sizzling. That's how you know it's hot enough to cook your food. If you put it in too early, it's gonna soak in all that oil and it's gonna be mush. You don't want that. All right. We're gonna cover this zucchini. So I guess this is kind of like battering your fish. If anybody makes fish, except there's no cornmeal in it, if you guys use cornmeal. Fried zucchini is one of my favorite appetizers. Kind of grew up on this stuff. You could do eggplant like this too, but eggplant, I like fried eggplant, but I like it eggplant parmesan, which, oh, I think that'll be another episode. Okay, so now I've got a few of these ready, enough to go in this pan. All right, so here's the trick here. Let's see if that's ready. Yeah, almost. Should be good timing. All right, so now we're gonna take the spears, and now you can cut these in half, which is not a bad idea. Now I might just do that myself. Just learn as we go, right? Because, there we go. I think that's even better. Then you just take this. This is just panko breadcrumbs. This is what's going to give it the crispiness. I like making them in breadcrumbs like Appetizers breadcrumbs, but sometimes I like the crispness. So this is why I've kind of switched over to this recipe. Well, I'm going to get some more of these cut up and dipped. And again, you guys can find all of these recipes on chefmelsauces.com. You can also follow me on Instagram at ChefMelSTL. I'm also on TikTok now. I kind of refused to do it for a while, but I'm on there. My kids laugh at me. Also on Facebook, so I'm pretty much on all the social medias. It's all under ChefMel. You can follow, you can see the shows, you can see other videos, you can see other recipes. We try to have a good time. We try to have fun with it. Okay, I hope this oil's ready now. Needs a little bit longer. All right, so let me do a few more of these. We'll be right back. All right, I think this oil is hot enough. Yes, it is hot enough. So now we're gonna fry up the zucchini. I've got them all breaded and ready to go. Yeah, there we go. Some of those bigger pieces in first. They'll cook a little bit longer. All right, so that'll take a few minutes to cook. I've got a nice light olive oil, so I use extra virgin a lot more with different dishes and salads, and if I'm gonna fry something, I do a lighter olive oil. I always use olive oil though. That's just a thing. So what my Nana did, it's what my mom does, and it's what I do.